Hey everybody, welcome back to Southern Birds and Aviaries. Today we're going to do a video that's kind of highly requested, um, and that is hatching button quill eggs and how to do it. So it's actually quite simple. I'm going to show y'all real quick how to do it, and yeah, so let's get into it. First things first, you're going to need a reliable incubator. This is just something small. I usually only hatch small batches, and you're about to see. So you can see this is about as big as my hand. I got a pretty big hand though, not gonna lie. But turn the light on so y'all can see in there. All those little lights is where you can sit eggs. These you can sit eggs into, but maybe only quail eggs. I use them as water, humidity things, whatever you want to call them. But I do dry incubation, which I'm gonna make a video about that. I've had this incubator for a few months now, actually, maybe like 2 or 3 months. And it's been quite handy. I'm in awe with it. It's really reliable. I could trust it. It does the job, and yeah. So that's really what you want, is a trustable incubator that you're gonna like. I really wouldn't shoot for any of the cheaper ones. This one was around $50. I recommend some. The cheapest I would go is maybe $45. Anything lower than that, you're maybe not getting the best incubator, especially if it's brand new. You know, if you're buying it from somebody, then go ahead. But if you're getting something that's brand new and it's less than $40, you could still do it, but you're probably not going to get the best hatch rate. So like I said, I do dry incubation. I'm going to make a video about that next. And yeah, so I've had this incubator running. This is a must. But if you're ordering eggs, have your incubator running for at least 12 to 48 hours before your eggs arrive, and before you're ready to set your eggs in the incubator for hatching. That just gives the eggs time to settle, and you'll get a better hatch rate off of that. So another thing, what was I gonna say? I forgot. But if you're doing at-home eggs, you know, where your birds have laid the eggs, and if they're not shipped eggs, you do not have to let them settle for 24 hours. You can use them basically then. I like to let mine sit for at least an hour anyways, just to get room temperature and stuff. But yeah, so you don't want to, especially with shipped eggs, a lot of people ask, why do you have to let them settle? Because they've been moved around, shaken. You don't know how the post office has handled them, so you really want to be as calm as possible with them and let them settle for at least 12 hours. At the minimum, I do 12 hours, so that's what I recommend. Incubators do need to run, like I said, for at least 24 hours, and you do need to occasionally check on it in that 24-hour period to make sure that the temperature is staying accurate. And if you're doing wet hatching, which I'll explain that in the next video as well, you do want to have a hygrometer to make sure that the humidity is staying where it needs to be. The temperature is more or less just the most important part. I do recommend having another thermometer in there, because sometimes these thermometers on the incubators are not always accurate. Sometimes they're off. So I always recommend an extra thermometer in there. So I'm just gonna put one egg in the incubator for now, and that is just because I like to stagger mine. So as soon as my quail lay an egg, I usually put it in the incubator, because I like to have birds hatching on different days instead of having them all hatch at once. A lot of people do it differently than that, but I do not. So we got it in the incubator. We're gonna let it sit. Button quill take anywhere from 16 to 20 days to hatch. Mine usually hatch on day 16 or 17. 16 is usually when people start seeing them pip, sometimes even earlier. And yeah, so that's it for this video. If y'all have any questions, please comment down below. Please give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe. That is wonderful. That's all I'm asking y'all to do, is subscribe. And yeah. So please, guys, please subscribe. And that's all I'm asking of you. Please subscribe. And yeah. So catch y'all in the next video.